You know, Phi Beta Sigma was founded here in Washington, D.C. on the campus of Howard University. The tree that our founders planted, A. Langston Taylor, Charles I. Brown, and Leonard F. Morris, is still bearing sweet fruit today. We call them our Moses generation because they were responsible for getting us to this point. God allowed them to go over and see the promised land. But it's time for us, the Joshua generation, to see this mission through. We're an organization of brotherhood, scholarship, and service, culture for service, and service for humanity. Our focus is not on giving handouts, but giving a hand up to our next generation of leaders. So that's what we are committed to doing. You know, people ask the question, are fraternities and sororities still relevant in this day and age? And my answer is very clear. The answer is yes. When gun violence takes out Trayvon Martin and many others around the country, when a young lady just buried her 4th child as a result of gang violence in Chicago, there's still a need for African American fraternities and sororities to model behaviors in our communities, to serve as mentors, to serve as guides, to lift up our next generation of young people. You know, they say every generation is supposed to be better than the next. But if we don't get our act together, this generation will fall back. And we can't allow that to happen. So how do I feel? I feel like I'm here for our Centennial celebration. I feel like we're here to commemorate. But most importantly, I feel like we're here to continue the work that our founders planned for us to do.
And one thing you're doing to continue is the My Brother Project. Talk about that project, how you go beyond the walls of the fraternity and that project and what you're doing.
Well, the I Am My Brother's Keeper program is the answer to President Obama's My Brother's Keeper program. We're telling the world, yes, we are our brother's keeper. We have to be. And we're committing to quantifiable steps in our program. We're going to raise $1 million in scholarship. We're going to educate 5,000 men in the Building Strong Fathers program that comes from the March of Dimes. You know, it's easy to become a dad. It's one heck of a thing, and it's a very tough thing to be a real father. And we want to model those behaviors and make sure that we create great fathers. We're going to increase the number of our Sigma Beta Club groups across the country by 20%. Our Sigma Beta Club works with young men between the ages of 8 and 18 years old. So we're going to grow that organization exponentially. We're also going to unveil our Rise and Thunder educational program for our Sigma Beta clubs. We've got a number of things that we're committing to do over the next 12 months. We're not just talking about it. We're going to be about it. And we want you to come and judge us a year from now on our success.